Where would we be without Lesley Visser?
Where would we be without Lesley Visser?
Come on, you guys are asking where would we be without Lesley Visser? I can't even fathom that. But I can tell you this, we would be having a lot less fun.
Bob, how were you able to defeat Temple?
We scored more points than they did. That's something that you may have missed in the news media, that the team, when the buzzer blows...
Yeah.
Lesley was like perfect for the time. The times were calling for a woman to step forward, and she was the best candidate available. She was always very confident. She knew the subject. She couldn't be embarrassed. She wasn't going to get asked a question or put in a position that she couldn't handle.
When you're on the sideline and you're there in rain, sleet, snow, or whatever, and people are yelling at you from the stands, and the game is going by at warp speed, and the producer's talking in your ear, and you have to get in and out in 30 seconds, I had full faith and confidence every time I led her, and she never missed the mark.
She was happy, effervescent, outgoing. Anyone who came in contact with her would find her difficult not to like or even build a special bond of trust with her.
Did you know that she has worked for the Final Four, NBA Finals, World Series, Triple Crown, the Olympics, Super Bowl, World Figure Skating Championships, and the U.S. Open Network broadcast? No one, man or woman, can say that. No one but Lesley.
It's a jubilous scene in here, high spirits, and I'd like to introduce you to some of the folks who helped make this possible.
Where would we be without Lesley Visser? I don't know if I would be here today. I don't know if any of us would be here.
Any woman who ever aspired to do what Lesley did probably got the idea from Lesley, and I'm not sure that you can give any higher praise than that.
Lesley, in her trailblazing way, was also blazing the trail for me. If you say, name your role model, I would say back two words, Lesley Visser.
The word pioneer is truly appropriate for Lesley. And the fact that someone did it as well as Lesley has done it, I think has given great encouragement and great motivation to a whole host of other women who've tried to do the same thing and have done so successfully.
We have to remember nowadays, there were some women that came before us that had it much rougher than what we could ever even imagine. I'm thankful every day that she and other women like her were there to sort of take those hits that I don't have to take.
I just don't know that an executive would have had the courage to hire me if someone like Lesley Visser had not come along first and been as smart, credible, and knowledgeable as she is.
She paved the road for any woman who is in sports broadcasting or sports journalism, for them to be treated equally, for them to be respected equally, and for them to have equal access in the sporting world.
Lesley has not only opened doors, but she knocked them down. And she always did it with integrity, compassion for everyone around her, and a great sense of humor. There's no colleague I'd rather have, and there's no friend I'd rather have.
To this day, I will still get messages from Lesley. Well, she'll get on the phone and she'll start ranting about something, and then I love you, taught you by. Okay, I've just been viscerized. I think I just made up a new word. There you go. She has now become a verb. She is so iconic. It's just part of her charm.
She treats everybody equally. She gets to know everybody's name, from the cable pullers and the camera operators to the president of the university to the commissioners of the leagues.
She is a mentor not only when we look in front of the camera, but also to what she's done behind the scenes, what she's done for all of us, and the support she's shown and the confidence she's had. She is a model in that way as well.
It's like you're always on her mind, and she wants you to know that. I've been working sidelines at games, and somebody from another team will come up and say, Lesley Visser just texted me that I should come over and say hello. I mean, who does that?
Where would we be without Lesley Visser?
We certainly would not be in as happy of a place for those of us who know her both professionally and personally.
Without her, women would still be marginalized in sports. Without her, we would still be stereotyped as only sideline reporters. And without her, we wouldn't be considered as one of the guys. And thanks to her, we are.
I really don't know where we'd be without Lesley Visser, but I'm glad she came first.